Hello Pisces, January 2024. I know that us Pisces don't really have a concept of time, but it does feel kind of weird. It always feels weird to me. I usually have to get past February, kind of Pisces season, to actually believe that we're in a new year. I think it's a Pisces thing. Let me know in the comments section. Right, we're going to look at a bit of everything. Destiny, love life, career, and just some channeled messages about what is coming up for you, what is going down for you. Nice. I'm using the Sugar and Spice Tarot by Hattie Thorne because it's cheerful. And I thought we could do with a bit of that actually, because towards the end of 2023, our readings were quite kind of complex. Yeah. And complex is a code word for bad. They were just really difficult Piscean readings. And I found myself, like in the mid-months going, ooh, time to do the Pisces reading. And then bam, sort of 10 of Swords or whatever would come out. So I thought we would lift the mood with this Pisces, okay? First card I'm getting for us is the Four of Swords. Nice card to get. Rest and relaxation. Now, there is a paradox with Pisceans. Pisceans are a paradox, full stop. Two fish swimming in different directions. Can never quite even coordinate myself to do that. And Pisceans love naps. We love sleepy time, we love naps. But that doesn't always mean that we're well rested. Because it is my opinion, and again, let me know in the comments, especially for February Pisces actually, and for the late March ones where you're almost on the cusp of Aries, I feel like the Piscean nervous system is like zzz, all the time, jingle jangling with all of the vibrations of all the other 11 signs, because that's what Pisces is. Sometimes that can produce massive creativity, quite often actually, and a sort of sixth sense as well, which is fab. But it can create this nervous system that is very challenging to have. So Pisces, lots of Pisceans have insomnia, but love naps. And lots of Pisceans don't have insomnia, love naps, but still aren't well rested. So the Four of Swords for you is about finding ways for you to switch down your nervous system, to calm it down, to just cool your jets, nervous system, all is well. Now, Pisceans normally respond really well to yoga, but are also not always that keen on yoga because we're not always the most motivated of signs. If you can be, something simple like Yoga with Adrienne, she's on YouTube, loads of her stuff is all free. I do some of that. And I can actually be bothered. I just about, as long as it's only about 2 foot, I don't even know how long a foot is, but as long as it's only 2 hops from the sofa to the mat, I'll probably get there. Any further than that, it's probably not going to happen. So do whatever you need to do to get rested. Walk the dog, bubble bath, gossip with a friend, read celebrity magazines, read, I don't know, anything, 19th century novel. It's different for everyone, but make sure you're doing it. Many Pisceans really respond to reflexology and acupressure. Also things like acupuncture, all the kind of alternative stuff. But if that's out of your budget, because usually they're quite expensive, go for a walk. You rule the feet. It really does calm the Piscean nervous system. Then we get the Page of Swords. I like this card because it's about communication, learning to speak properly. And I don't mean literally, I just mean learning to express yourself, wanting to express yourself. Page of Swords is not the done deal because it's a page. So the full expression, I suppose, is in the King and the Queen of Swords. But the page is the desire. It's like the first stirrings of wanting to say something, wanting to express something, wanting to get your point across about something, okay? It feels like it could be a conversation with somebody, but I'm not sure yet. So we'll have a look, and we're also going to look at love life too. So I'm going to take a couple of cards. I'm going to look at career first. Pisces career. I don't even know if like Piscean career is an oxymoron, because Pisceans, from my experience, and I am a double Pisces, tend to fall into things, luckily, usually, because Jupiter is one of our ruling planets. So we have luck. We tend to stumble upon jobs rather than go through a formal vetting process. Formal vetting processes don't massively appeal to us. We're not that kind, okay? Not that we're not kind, we're not that type. So for career, we get the High Priestess. It's absolutely bang on what every Piscean is in whichever career they go for. If you do cleaning, you're going to do it in a Piscean way, okay? You're going to have something unusual about the way you do it. Like maybe you talk philosophy or have a talking book with some kind of weird thing going on with it, and you do that. Or maybe you, I don't know, have a usually interesting relationship with the person you're cleaning for, or I don't know, write stories about it, I don't know, but there's something very Piscean about the way you could do any job. If you end up in a job, Pisces, or if you are currently in a job or a career where you are unable to be Piscean, for example, I always had a lot of trouble with clocking in and clocking out, or anything that would tell people what time I got somewhere and what time I left. So maybe a job in a call centre where they track how much time you spend in the toilet on a virtual GPS wouldn't be for you. Some of you are feeling a bit hunted. Now, of course, the High Priestess is an owl, but owls also hunt at night. And I'm just getting that for some of you, you're looking for something deeper in your career. You're looking for something more meaningful. But by that, it's actually looking for something more Piscean. That's what we're doing. That may be voluntary in the fact that you're getting excited about it as we move into the new year, and when Mercury retrograde finishes on the 11th, you start to put things into place before the 11th of January, because it finishes on the 2nd, but it has like another week of shadow. I would say leave no esoteric stone unturned in doing your kind of revision. Have a look at some stuff. So there's probably YouTube videos with people talking about their jobs and things like that. Find them. Listen to other people. It just feels to me like you want to feel more at home. And Pisces feeling more at home feels like this jumper. You know, there's no shame. No shame to this jumper, is there really? But it's a very Piscean jumper because it's fluffy, because it's comfy, because it makes me feel good, and because it's glittery and lots of different colours. So think of jobs that make you feel good, that make you feel fluffy, that make you feel comfy. It doesn't need to be a feminine energy job in particular. Like I said, you could take, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a really masculine energy job, a very manual job where you bend metal bars and hammer things or something, but you will make it Piscean and you could still enjoy it. Most likely not. Piscean's not very practical, but there may be one or two of you March Pisceans who are. So whatever makes you feel floofy and makes you feel nice and makes you feel like you can be as weird as you like. You know, that's the great thing about what I do, is I can be as weird as I like. And there are supportive people who are on the other side of it, and it feels real to me. It feels real. Other people would not want to spend all their time sitting alone in a room talking to a camera. For me, it feels really normal. Find your new normal, and it will be weird. Or find your new normal and make it weird. Make it your own. It's like customizing. So I feel like you're going to be in a process of customizing your life, actually, not just your career. Because also Pisces generally doesn't have something where it goes career and then life. It's like a bit of this and it's a bit of an octopus. All of your things have tendrils into other things. So this is a process of you becoming more authentically Piscean, not apologizing for that. A lot of Piscean traits don't fit common society's norms, such as punching in at 9 and punching out at 5, and thinking that having your bum in a seat for 8 hours means that you've done something. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You get temperance as well for your career, which I really, really love. Sagittarius, but also more Jupiter energy for temperance. Jupiter is expansion. It's luck. I feel like you're going to be very lucky. You could have a very lucky career break. As with all things, you may not know it as soon as it happens, because often we don't know something until we've got hindsight. Tune into your High Priestess energy. Do your High Priestess stuff. Be your psychic self. And something career-wise will come of it. Doesn't make sense, but it doesn't matter. Yes. God, you're getting a lot of major arcana. I love this. This is more than I even thought it was. So you also, this is kind of like for your life purpose, okay? You get the star, which comes up as a starfish, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. So the star is about manifesting. It's about having your eye on the bigger picture. It's about thinking to yourself, it's the same thing. How can I make, I'm going to show you the cards as well. How can I make this look like this? I'm sure that's why I use this tarot deck actually, because it just looks kind of what I'm talking about. So with the star, it's about wishing on a star. It's about knowing that you're a Pisces and that you're going to run into something good and that it's going to find you and that you're putting yourself in its way, and that's great. Next to it, we have the Hierophant. Again, the Hierophant comes up very much for the guru. And this is something that's going to the next level here, Pisces. The next level that I'm getting for you, because look what you've got, okay? Let's just go down there a bit. You have got the High Priestess, Temperance, the Star, and the Hierophant for your life purpose, for your career. This is major big jobs, philosophical big jobs. You could write a book, you could take something to a new level, you could start a spiritual YouTube, you could start a YouTube to rival YouTube, you could start a spiritual channel, you could be doing a blog, you could be opening a lovely cafe. I've always wanted to open a cafe, it's so Piscean. Lovely cake, you know, glittery things, doilies, gorgeous crockery. You know what I'm saying, and it would be near a beach, that kind of thing. So and for some of you, being near a beach is really important in terms of your life purpose. That's very common with Pisceans. But this is about learning. You could be doing a course, a university course, some kind of just new doorway opening for you with spiritual values. Love that, really love that for you. So I would aim high, that's what the star is saying. Don't just settle for, you know, if you've written some stuff that you have to keep it to yourself. You don't necessarily. You could get it out there. You could express it. Remember that Page of Swords that we had at the beginning? Exactly. Let's look at your love life as well. I'm quite excited for January now. Thank God for that. Thank God for that, Pisces. Ooh. Right. Love life. Okay. My electric guitar impression's not really what I'm known for. Gosh. I do love these cards. They're such good colours, aren't they? Nice. Okay. I'm told to turn that over. Very nice indeed. Love, Ace of Wands, the candy cane on that Christmas tree. So, Ace of Wands, as we know, it's a sort of an initiation card because it's an ace. It's fire energy. For some of you, it's giving me a really itchy nose. There's a lot of luck around fire sign people or fire sign situations. So the Ace of Wands is passion if we're looking at it in a love context. It's passion, it's... I don't know, it just seems, it feels nice, it tastes nice, it is nice. I don't know, you know, read that what you will. Knight of Wands here. This can be somebody who is really exciting to know. Passionate. It can also be a relationship that's taking on not a heavy pace, a quick pace. Knight of Wands is passionate, doesn't look back, is just like, yeah, let's go. Somebody can whisk you off somewhere, whisk you off on a first date. If it's somebody you're already connected to, there is an acceleration of something in the relationship. Could be the passionate side of things, could be your passion for each other. We have the Queen of Pentacles. There is something here, and I think that's a sloth, isn't it? Which is interesting because I've got my sloth hot water bottle here. Look. Now, we were talking at the beginning as well with the Four of Swords about Pisceans being the lovers of naps, really. And the lovers of... Pisceans are not really fast-paced people. We can be fast-paced when we're in the company of other fast-paced people. So it might be that you're mirroring somebody and you're kind of enjoying being swept along in that wave, and that is nice. But there is just a part of you that wants to hold back a little with the Queen of Pentacles. When we get the Queen of Pentacles, I always call her the Queen of Velvet Waiting. And if you look, that's exactly what she is here. She's comfortable, the throne is nice. Pisceans love soft furnishings. We love a comfortable blanket. I particularly love soft touch things. I love velvet. Love, love, love anything that's velvet. And I mean the good velvet. You know, that kind of crushed, really beautiful, gorgeous velvet. So there's something here that you want to be comfortable, that you want to wait, that you want to just hold back a little. And the Four of Cups is the same. Now, this might be slight fear on your part. Pisceans can get very spooked. Partly because we kind of innately know that we don't really have massively strong boundaries. You know, I can't really dress that up. We just don't. It's not really our strong point. And it would be good if we could develop more strong boundaries, you know, stronger than they are at the moment. But it's never going to be natural for a Piscean to have a really strong boundary. Therefore, we can get quite scared when we feel ourselves getting swept away in emotion or physicality, because we know that it's a bit like many things with Pisces. We don't really have any limits. So we have to try and impose our own. But I think in the love sphere is where most people are least effective with boundaries. It's just the way it is. You know, it goes back to Shakespeare and about 1 billion years before that. So this is a delicious holding on. It's a delicious hanging back. The Ace of Wands is an absolute, you know, snap the old knicker elastic at 10 paces, let me go for it. Woohoo! I'm off. You know, really, really find somebody attractive. And there's all a good reason for this. I can see it. But there's just this little thing here of a comfortable holding off, and then we get this amazingly lovely Six of Pentacles. This is about reciprocity, receiving and giving. I think that around mid-January to the end of January, there is a time of assessing and just making sure that a relationship is balanced. There's, ooh, yes, now it's getting steamy, Pisces. Leave me a comment, spill that tea. Ooh, got two. Oh God, that's lovely. Yes. Pisces, this is really nice. I know I sound surprised, but that's because I am. But it's a nice surprise. So, hey, let's go with it. We get the Lovers. The Lovers is a major choice, usually in love, and particularly because we're talking about your love life at the moment, okay? there's a gift coming in. This is nice. Somebody is showing up. Somebody is giving more. But you are also learning how to receive. Many Pisceans are very generous with their time and energy. Sometimes it's because we have a fear of losing control. Sometimes it's just because we are really into unconditional love. I know, it's probably our downfall. But sometimes it's just balanced and it works right. And I would say that on balance, this looks rather good. To have the Lovers, then the Sun as well, and then the Queen of Cups is all going along a very nice kind of a line for me. The Lovers used to be called the Choice, and there will be some kind of choice to be made at some point. I would say late January, but the effects aren't going to show until Pisces season, which starts on about the 20th of February-ish. So we're building up to some sort of choice. Pisceans don't make decisions quickly usually, and it doesn't pay for you to make a move or a decision very quickly in this case either. The Sun is gorgeous. It's radiant, it's health-giving, it's vital. It shines right down right back down this whole line of cards. Have to say, Pisces, this is a rather nice reading, isn't it? We get the Queen of Cups as well, which is us. This is Pisces. It's like, that reminds me, do you remember Wurlitz's jukebox? Pisceans love a jukebox. It reminds me of that. Now remember as well, High Priestess, not just for career. You have all the answers that you need. And here, the Two of Wands goes with it. You end up on a precipice making a decision. And it could be about moving somewhere, doing something, love life, all of it. It appears like you're in kind of decision mode. Let's have a love oracle card. Yes, let's. Okay, in the extended reading, Pisces, I am going to look at your love reading. That's where we do, it's difficult to explain this to a Pisces because it's a very Piscean thing, the extended reading. I channel a lot in the extended reading. I look at love life. How do they feel about you? What's going on with this person? It's about your connection to a particular person, okay? So I'm going to be using a different deck and doing a whole new reading for you and your person. What is the potential? What are the obstacles? What is the best way forward? What are they thinking? Oh my God, Pisces. The love card you got. And I'm not going to lie, I was really worried that it was going to be a really doff love card and just stuff up a gorgeous reading, but it isn't. Thank God. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. Woof, Pisces. Woof indeed. Right, I am off. I'm going to do the extended and I'm going to enjoy it as well. I think I might use the Ethereal Romance deck in the extended. Ooh, look at that. Because again, it's kind of like pink, it's inky, it's very Piscean. And ethereal, we could have invented the word. Okay, see you soon, Pisces. See you on the other side. Namaste.